What's happening, you guys? I'm back. Sirena here. I'm drinking my number 11 turmeric. Is how you say it? Ashwagandha or something. Ashwagandha. I don't know. Tea with some honey in it. It's really good. So, watch the video that has this picture on it, right? This back to conception thing. I just want to share with you what I started writing in this book here. And it's called Living Life in the Reverse. The other side. The other side, 111. After the 180, on to the 360. Back to conception. Back to where we came from. The innocence. Back to the conception. Back to where you once belonged. Yeah, back to where you once belonged. Back to where it once belonged. Back to the conception. The dawning of the age, 202. Give tragedy purpose. Turning something that hurt you into your purpose. Turning pain into purpose. There's lots of pain in the world. There's lots of pain. There's so much pain. We can find pain in anything, and we could turn it around and make it a purpose for the opposite of what it's meant. I got chills. They're multiplying. Okay. They contaminate the water, or we have gotten to the point where we have to take everything out of it to where there's nothing living alive in the water. Minerals and things like that, right? That's a pain. Let's make it a purpose to have water, spring water, natural water with everything that we need to replenish us, the living waters. Pain into purpose. They harm our food. Well, let's get back to the basics. They kill the weeds with the Roundup, which totally destroys the soil. You can't grow anything in it. It's fucked. The 3D printed food, the 333, the fake shit. The pain. The prescription drugs, the pain. The sugar, the pain, the high fructose corn syrup, all the fucking chemically made shit, plastic, everything. Pain. Let's make it a purpose. A purpose to make it not that. Let's go back to the basics. Back to where we once belonged. Children are abused, women are abused, men are abused, people are abused. They're turning men into women and women into dudes. They're confusing the humans. Don't get lost in the confusion. Wake up. Live life in reverse. Reversing everything, so to speak. That mirrored reflection. It's giving me that do a 180. What's the 180? As above, so below. It's the different. I know as above, so below does not really have anything to do with 180. That's how they're showing me. So 444, just shut up and listen. Or go away. Please. You've heard us talk about, if you've seen my other videos, you've heard us talk about living life one way and then the second half of your life. Call it awakening. Call it coming home to whatever you fucking language, words you want to put to it. Whatever. Don't get hung up on the semantics, on the words of it. That's a whole nother thing in it for another time. But we're living life in the reverse. Right? We started here. We did a 180. Okay? We started here, we did a 180, right? We lived our life this way. Now we see the other side of it. We see its opposite. Its mirrored reflection. So now we're going through 555. Now we're going through it back. Oh shit. Sorry. My sleep got caught. Right, we did a 180. We're seeing everything from a different perspective. The human, the spirit, the male, the female, the blah, 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 the light, the dark, the whatever, right? But now, we've done the 180. Now we're going through it. God dang it. We can't do it that way. I got to try one more time just because it's what I have to do. I don't know. Is it going to work? Not very well. And that's the 360. That's the coming full circle. Right? It's the coming full circle. Round and round. It's seeing it from the other side. Another side. Going in reverse. You've come this far. Now you're going back to where you came from in reverse. Hence living in the reverse, 707. It's not making sense. Be will to everybody in their own way. Back to the conception. Back to where we come from. Back to the light that we are. Living the human lives, the blah, 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 coming home to ourselves, truly. But it's like Benjamin Button. It's like going backwards. Reversing. Reversing everything. Getting that third eye view, that bird's eye view of things. Taking tragedy, pain, sorrow, trauma, turning it into it having a purpose. Not living what's been done, but overcoming. Being reborn, renewed, coming back to where you came from. To begin with, that soul, that spirit. Back to the seed. Before you were a seed. Implanted in your mother's womb. Or a mother's womb. Or a womb. Or a fucking test tube or whatever. The earth itself. Before you blossom into the human that you are, that you see today. Turning all the pain, the fuckery, the everything, and giving it purpose. Taking the impossible and saying, I'm possible. I've been given ways. Okay, if the water's bad, I find a good water source. Or I put the nutrients into the water that it needs, the minerals and stuff that it needs. Celtic salt. Sea salt, right? Whatever. Digging wells. Spring water. It comes everything that we need. Food. Herbs. Crystals. Using everything that this earth has to offer because the earth is alive. It has ley lines. If you look at tree roots, they look like our circulatory system. Well, if you look at the earth, all the waterways and stuff, same thing. As above, so below. As within, so without. 1001, the mirror. The living life in reverse. Going back. Going through. You did your 180. You took your light, the dark, the this, the that, whatever. You brought it. You're bringing it into balance. You see that you're not just a human, but you're a soul having a human experience. You're that spark of the creator itself, of everything, of all. Of the energetic source. Besides, there's power in numbers. Energetically speaking, it's vibrational. It's a frequency. The higher the frequency, the more it gets out. Think in terms of a radio station or shortwave radio. The closer, the stronger, right? The more power sources, which we are a power source, the stronger the vibration, the stronger the frequency, the more it gets out. Capiche? 1111. So we take the pain of what they're doing to the food, the pain of what they're doing to the children, and we begin to change it because we're all children. No matter how fucking old you are, you're still a child to someone. We're to be children. Come back to where we came from, to where we once belonged. Back to the source. Living life in the reverse is coming back to the source. Seeing the other side. In reverse, the mirrored reflection, the other world, the parallel universe, the 5D. Where there is no constraints, confinements, fear. While you're still in your 3D human. Dying to self. Coming in to go through. You had to go through to go in. But you also always says that you also have to go through. Again. It's the reverse. It's the reverse. It's getting to the 360. It's another 180. You've already done one 180. Woo! Now this is the other side. Eyes wide open. Before your eyes were wide shut. Now your eyes are wide open. When you're getting to your 360, after your 180, your eyes are wide open now. Before they were eyes wide shut, but they were beginning to open. Okay? Now your eyes are wide open. That's where you're coming from. Living life in the reverse. Looking at it differently. Taking the pain and turning it into purpose. Drawing a line. You could put love and you could put hate. You could put love and not love. We've talked about this before. On one side, make a pros and cons list. If you have love here, you have hate here. Well, I don't know. Do the opposite, right? But doing something. Taking anything that was thrown at you, anything that's happened to you, no matter when, and turning that pain into purpose. Turning any pain that's going on in the world and turning it upside down. But the extra twist, not only doing the 180, is the 360. It's creating that more. Not just for yourself, but others too. That's on the way back. That's the boomerang. Every time 1444 someone says that's impossible. I won't even say impossible as a negative. Impossible. Yeah. Really? What are you saying is impossible? Let's put that in our little book here. Let's just take a look at that one day. Because just because you said those words, there's got to be an opposite to it. So there's no such thing. 1515. Give tragedy a purpose. Give that fucked up thing another fucked up individual did to you. Turn it into a purpose. Bring awareness. So the other women and children and men out there feel safe and comfortable to speak to another human about horrific things they don't want to talk about. But it's got to come out of the dark to the light. It's got to be released. I'm not sure how far I'm going to go on the journey with mine, or if this is just it as far as speaking. Not as far as what we're going to do. I haven't wrote it down yet, but there's a purpose. 1616. There's a purpose for all this pain. There's a purpose for all of this pain. We want to turn that into something that's pleasurable. Beautiful flowers, herbs, pretty crystals, yummy tasting water, awesome tasting food that we grow ourselves. Wow. And build things and make things. We don't need energy. We don't need to pay other people for a fucking thing. We don't. That's false. But hey, not everyone's going to have the ears to hear, are they? Peace. Namaste. I love you. Thank you for all your subscribes, your likes, your comments, whatever, shares, donations. Yeah, number 8. Moving towards the sun, calm water, sailing, going with the flow. That's beautiful. That's fucking beautiful. That's just fucking beautiful. I love these cards. Forging hope. Moving forward. Is that a 7? Right? Triumph. I'm coming. He rode in on a horse. Of course. Charging forward. Move ahead. Releasing your memories and thanking them. Fire and water. I love you guys. Namaste. Peace.